Right. Let's do some more calls.
Hello, this is
Hey, how's it going?
good.
Good,
Who's
good.
this?
Hey, this is Louie. I was calling about the listing on.
Yes,
Yeah, I just had a few questions about it if you had a minute.
sure.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm looking to add another property to the portfolio by the end of the year, at least another one. And this one caught my interest. I did notice that it had been on the market for a while. I was just wondering why you think that was.
Um, well, it actually was under contract for a while, and it just came back on market.
Oh,
Um, so it was under contract. Are you an agent, or are you just a person? Like you found my number somewhere and called.
yeah. No, I'm a buyer. I just seen your
Okay.
number on Zillow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it was under contract. We had a buyer for it, so it got a full termite clearance. It's ready to go. The buyer's lender couldn't. There was issues with their loan, so that's when
Oh,
we're back on market.
yeah.
But yeah, it's ready to go.
I
Um,
Yeah, I've heard
it's
that actually a few times. People they get in the contract and then issues with the lender. I don't know. That's been happening a lot.
I know, yeah, yeah. I try. Thankfully, the lenders that I have my clients work with always can perform, so it's
Yeah.
like never an issue. So you live here locally?
Yeah, I'm actually in Santa Maria.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we purchase properties all across the country, but I'm trying to get some more here in the area.
Hmm.
It's just a little tougher in California, but it's not impossible.
Yeah. And what do you do with your properties?
It just depends. Sometimes if it works as a long-term rental, it's a little harder here in California with the long-term rentals. But like I said, it's not impossible. Sometimes short-term, mid-term rentals. Um, Other ones like sober living homes. Just things like that. It just depends on what makes the most sense for that particular
Hmm.
property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. I just asked, and my husband and I are investors as well, so I just
Oh,
like to
nice.
hear what other investors are up to.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
So,
the same way.
yeah.
What do you guys usually do? What's your guys' plan with
Well,
everything?
we usually buy and hold.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
we hold them or develop them. So we buy and develop them into multiple units, or
Hmm.
um, then keep them as rentals. So
Nice.
we're in a different strategy. I know there's other people that are more like flippers and
Yeah.
or yeah, some people like the Airbnb, short term rentals.
Yeah, so I mean
So
we're
yeah.
into a little bit of everything. It just, whatever makes the most sense with that particular place.
Hmm.
So are you guys just here in California?
Yes, yeah, and we just are local. We're a small little mom and pop place, so
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Um, so what is your since you are an investor, what is
Mhm.
your opinion on this property?
I think it's priced to sell. It's underpriced compared to all the other listings in that neighborhood. Like
Hmm.
it's a great neighborhood. Um, what's neat about that location is that you don't have to get on the road to get to the park, the
Hmm.
big community park. You can
Hmm.
just take the walking trail, um, and it's very close to a lot of people that live in that community work out at.
Hmm.
Um, but no, I think it's a great deal. We priced it really competitively, even when we first put it on market,
Hmm.
and then now it's really priced well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and at this point, my clients have moved, so
Okay.
we are looking to close fast. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. And
I
it's
mean,
ready to go. Like I said, the VA, we had a VA buyer, so we did everything, and it's
okay.
ready to go.
Nice, nice. So there's nothing, no issues with the property.
No, we fixed it all. There was a concern with the water pressure to the
Hmm.
house.
Hmm.
I think it is. It's a low. It's on the hill. There's like a hillside,
Mm-hmm.
a higher. So then the pressure just goes is lower.
Oh, okay.
So we just changed the regulator,
Mm-hmm.
and the regulator's been changed. Um, there was, because of the water pressure to the house, there was um, water at the top of the water heater, like just a small little leak. But once that was fixed, there hasn't been any. I keep going over there checking to see, like, is there any water coming out the top anymore?
Yeah.
But nothing. So it's completely dry. That just fixed it all.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So would you say that the seller, they're obviously pretty motivated, right? Since they're already out of the home, they're trying to get it
Right.
sold.
We are. I know there's another person interested in actually like renting to buy it,
Oh,
like,
okay.
because they need a place to live, but their house needs to sell.
Yeah,
And so they're asking if they could rent it until their other house sells, and then they buy it at that point.
I
So
see.
we're like open to talking
Yeah,
about whatever your scenario is.
right.
Obviously, the just get it done deal is preferable.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a few ways that we've been able to help out buyers in this situation, and I mean not just this, but just in the market today. I know you're an investor, so you know that interest rates are pretty crazy, so it's hard for anyone to come in and justify taking that large of an interest rate, to get in a home. Everyone's kind of waiting it off right now. But one way that we are able to do it, and it's a way that we purchase a majority of our homes, is to just come in, and we give the seller their asking price. We're able to pay the closing costs and the commission fees and everything else. And that's just to take over the mortgage.
Oh, if it's assumable.
Yeah, so it's similar to an assumable type of thing, but it's basically we take over the property subject to the mortgage that's already in place. So the title would actually transfer over to us, and the mortgage would stay in the seller's name, and that's how we're able to keep the interest rate. I mean, we're able to get 2%, 3% interest rates right now. So um, yeah, it's really that's the
But then they have that. So so you would pay them the full amount, and then they would also keep their loan on it,
yeah. So if they're
because they wouldn't be able to pay off their loan. I'm just thinking because they want to buy another home in Texas.
right,
Like they actually have one that's being built.
yeah. So we would work out like a down payment with them, and then whatever is left on the equity that they have in the home, we would structure out a plan to pay that to them over time. So it's kind of like they become the lender. They don't have to deal with being a landlord. I know you said there's a person that wants to rent it to own it, but yeah. So basically, that's how it would work. They do have a mortgage on this, right?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
conventional.
and then they have
So
a good amount of equity in it.
I think so. Not, I mean, they were only there 2 years. It's not as much as most of some people have.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, we would just talk to the seller and see what they would need as a down payment to, get them excited about it. And then whatever's left over that they are owed, we just work out a payment plan with them. And the main thing for us is as long as we're cash flowing with whatever exit strategy we decide to do with it, we're willing to pay retail or even a lot of times over retail. Just, as long as we're cash flowing, it doesn't really matter to us.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I guess if you want to write up an offer and explain your offer, then I will present it,
Yeah.
whatever you want to put together
Yeah, yeah.
and see what they, what they think about it. It's
Yeah.
definitely a different idea, but I feel like they're really open to alternative things right now, just because now they're gone and they want it sold, or they
Yeah.
want someone living in it. It's hard to have like a vacant house, you know.
Right.
I'm always
Exactly.
going over and checking in on it, make sure no one's
Well,
doing anything. Thankfully, it's in such a great neighborhood. The neighbors are always very watchful.
well, they should. They're lucky that they have you because I know not everyone would be doing that. But yeah, I could definitely. I could send you. Here's what I could do. I could send you actually an example of a deal that we just went through in September. It's just like a little example, like a message that we had sent to them on how the breakdown of that would be, and then also, um, it usually like with something like this, even though it's been done for hundreds of years, and it's even in the HUD, it's written in the HUD, but not too many people are aware of it. So there's usually a lot of questions that have to be asked and answered. So I could send you some of the general questions and concerns that sellers have, along with like a breakdown of, the answers to those questions. I could send that to you in an email, and then, I know you guys are investors as well. If you guys want to learn some more about it, definitely willing to chat some more about it, and so you guys could get some good interest rates, the more investment properties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah, awesome. So yeah, I could send that over to you. Let me just see, is your email here? Or maybe I could, if you want to text that to me, maybe your email, and I could send it over
Yeah,
to you.
well, um, I can't text you, I don't think, while I'm talking to you, but you can write it down at gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, go ahead and send me that info and whatever your offer would be to them. I mean, if you're, way over offering or whatever, it might very much more incentivize them. I know we had an open house on Sunday that there were a few different buyers that came through that really liked it. So
Okay.
that was positive,
Yeah.
like now it's on the market. And interest rates kind of went down last week. So I think it brought out more buyers. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think people are getting more accustomed to the higher rates at this point. It's like,
Yeah.
this is more reality, actually. The last few years
Sadly.
was not reality. So just get comfortable with reality and let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. It's the new sad reality. But yeah. So I'll send that over to you,
Okay.
and yeah, we could just go from there.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, maybe some potential. I didn't want to overeducate as I do many times, so kept it short and sweet. Send it to her. I'll send her the information, and we'll see where we could go with it. All right, so there it is. As a beginner, showing you all how to get through the first call, the cold call with an agent. I haven't been doing this for very long at all. It's only been a few weeks that I've been making these calls, and I'm documenting the whole journey from beginning to end. You could go back and see my very first call just to show you all that if I can do it, any of you can do it, and to show the progress. Obviously, it's good for me to be able to see myself from where I started, but I want to show other people because I plan to be very good at this. I plan to do many deals, and I plan to make this a very lucrative business for myself. So, once I get to that place and start reaching my goals, I want these videos here as a resource for people to see where I started and how you could go from being a beginner in something to becoming a professional through repetition, through consistency, through hard work, and just sticking to the course. So let's get it, man. Let's get these deals. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Subscribe to the channel, all that. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Salute.